This is the Sisseton Wahpeton Tribal Administration Building, and this is where our current archives and Historic Preservation Office are housed. This building also includes like our tribal court.
Tamara St. John is the historian, archivist, and curator of collections for the Sisseton Wahpeton Oyate. She learned about the history of her tribe and culture mostly from her elders and not so much in school.
Most of us have grown up in an education system that talks about history, American history. You know, history began when Columbus arrived. And for us, you know, it's our own history. We tell our own history now.
When the Dakota were pushed out of Minnesota and relocated to the Lake Traverse Reservation in Dakota Territory, they found evidence of earlier Native occupation in the form of burial mounds. They knew that they were among relatives.
These are the resting places of our ancestors. Now, anthropology will often identify those places as being like mound builder or Oneota mounds and some of those things. But for us, we know them to be places where the Dakota held them to be sacred and continued to bury into them.
Archaeological digs done at the end of the 19th century unearthed metal buttons and even rough caskets that could only have come from relatively recent burials. Many artifacts were removed from the mounds and shipped off to museums.
Sisseton Wahpeton, since the early 1990s, has been involved in bringing back thousands and thousands of the remains of our relatives that were taken from the burial mounds here.
Tamara St. John believes that understanding what happened to Native peoples in the past is vital to understanding why things are the way they are for them in the present.
The things that we've gone through, the fact that we have survived so much is really important because it results in this sort of devastation and the social issues and things that you see today.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
St. John has been a Republican member of South Dakota's House of Representatives since 2019 and serves the 4 northeastern counties that include the Lake Traverse Reservation.
So as a legislator, I often am sitting in a committee room and we're looking at data, whether that is the suicide rate or poverty rate or whatever it might be. We look at those things and how those things impact our finances, but we don't look at how things became that way. And I think that's an important point. So there are times when I've had people in this very room and sharing history, and one real well-known individual had asked me, you know, Tamara, what do you want me to take away from here? And I had told him, you know, I want you to understand that when you look at us and when you look at those sort of things, like the social ills and things that you hear so often about, that you are witnessing what is the devastation of us. And what's happening now is our recovery. We have survived in a really amazing way, and here we are.
St. John and others would like to see a new museum that could attract more visitors coming to the reservation.
It's a way to share our history and to, you know, expose others to some of the beautiful things that I think it is to be Dakota, and not just rely on others to share our stories.